Morning and welcome to this week's Wednesday with Orbis. We're here at Altus Junior High to talk to you about a new program. It's not really a new program. We started it last year, but this year it's just exploded. And we have Colby Webb. He is new to Altus Public Schools. He coaches high school football. He also coaches high school basketball, and he's going to do a foundations class at Altus Elementary School in the spring. So he's here during the morning time, a little bit in the afternoon with our leadership class. So excited about it. Tell us, you have 3 classes.
Yeah, 3 classes. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th hour, and that's 8th grade boys, 7th grade boys, and 7th and 8th grade girls. And in talking with Coach Reed about athletic leadership, what we wanted it to look like, basically an opportunity for kids who play whatever sport to come in to get bigger, faster, stronger, and more explosive. And that's the whole goal behind athletic leadership, and them actually have fun doing it, which, I mean, if you watch them, I think they're having a lot of fun. If they aren't, they're really doing a good job of fooling me, and they're getting a lot better in the process.
You have other head coaches. I know that a lot of the different sports want this class because, like you said, it's not a football class.
Right.
It's an athletic class.
Yes, sir.
So you have head coaches from other sports that help you, or not necessarily head coaches, but Coach Twan, he's the head of high school boys basketball, and he helps. Not every period necessarily. Who else is?
Coach Benway helps me, Jaden Benway, and then Coach Gay also, she helps me, and Mr. Coach Gay comes and helps me as well.
Coach Reed comes in sometimes.
And Coach Reed will be with the 8th grade every now and then. So there's a lot of coaches, not just football. And I tell our kids, when I'm in this class, I'm not a football coach. I'm here to make you a better athlete. There's not hardly any mention of football or anything like that. It's solely for those kids to get better as athletes. And some of the things that we do 3 big baseline tests, and we do these every week. We measure their max velocity in miles per hour. We measure their acceleration with the 5 to 15 yard start, and we measure their explosiveness with the vertical. And the whole reason behind that is those are performance indicators for me. If I see a kid that last week he's running 16 miles an hour and this week he's running 14, well, something's wrong. Either he's not getting enough sleep, she's not getting enough sleep, maybe something happened in their personal life, and that can be an opportunity for me to say, hey, what's going on? Like, why we're a lot slower this week, and maybe just a little avenue for kids to tell me if something's going on with them.
I've seen some of the data, and you've shared it with me just this short amount of time we've been at school. Talk to us about how it is here, and it's also a little bit happening also at the high school level, and we're seeing the same things. It's very exciting of these kids starting in 7th grade and where it's going to go from here. But talk to us a little bit about just how much has exploded in 3-4 weeks.
I kind of view myself as like a mad scientist when it comes with this data. So we started recording at the junior high August 19th, and that was just a baseline test of how fast they were then. Well, just in the 8th grade class alone, because I haven't finished the other 2 classes' data, the 8th grade boys have gone from 14.5 miles an hour to 15.5 miles an hour. And I know you're like, well, 1 mile an hour, that's not a difference. Well, when 2 humans are running side by side, you'll know real quick which one's faster by 1 mile an hour. And so this is really cool data to show year-long how they're progressing, show their parents how they're progressing, and then hopefully by the time this year ends and we do athletic leadership next year, I can say, hey, this class got faster by 2.5 miles an hour. So they're the baseline, and then as Mr. Orbis was saying, well, that class probably will want to beat them the next year. And so it's this environment of a healthy competitiveness of kids wanting to run faster. You'll hear when they get done, what's my time? What's my time? And I hear them talking about their times in line as well. So it's just really fun to see how they kind of compete and want to get better.
I like those times. Talking about the healthy side of it, because it's not just them exercising. Mm-hmm. It's the good mental health, the good night's sleep that you've been talking about. We've really been pushing nutrition at the high school level, and here the high protein. At this age, they're really growing fast and need that good nutrition, so I'm glad you're incorporating that as well. You're talking about timing them. Talk about your system that you have. It's not just you and a stopwatch.
Right, yeah.
It's
so
very scientific.
We all know stopwatch is human error. And luckily, Mr. Wilbers had agreed to get something called FreeLap. And what that is, it's a Bluetooth electronic timing system. There are 2 cones set up, and one you can set to start, the other one to finish, and the kids wear a chip on their waistband. So there is no guesswork. It is when they cross the first cone at times, when they cross the second one it ends, and sends the data to my phone on an app. So I can't manipulate the times. Whatever they ran is what they run. I just put the data in, and it's cool to see how they progress through that.
talk to us a little bit also, don't want to steal the high school's thunder, but they're also seeing some good games
Yes.
as you're seeing here. Talk a little bit about that.
So we do the same thing at the high school with the timing. It's a little more intense at the high school just because they're older, they're a little more mature. But we've been talking as coaches. Each week, kids are setting PRs. We hand out wristbands for how fast they run. And you'll see them, they're wearing 3-4 wristbands. And it's just like, man, at some point it's got to stop, but it hasn't. And as Coach Hub said, let's just ride that wave. So what we're doing is working right now. Our kids are buying into it, and we're just going to keep riding that wave as long as we can.
So also with the leadership class, not only taking all this data, but also the weight room. Tell us how often do they lift weights,
Yeah,
and then also incorporate how you keep up with their attendance and their grades as well.
Yeah, so really it's show up. Show up, wear tennis shoes, there's your grade. And so they're doing a good job with that. But the weekly schedule is 2 times in the weight room. They're doing a total body lift, and then 2 times outside with sprints. So each kid, we know how it is with kids missing school. The way I do that is if a kid misses 1 day in the weight room, well, he'll still get 1 total body, or she'll still get 1 total body workout in. So that's why I've done it. It's a Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday they do skill work with their coaches. So if they are in season, they'll work volleyball, they'll work football. Once we get to other seasons, they'll work those as well. And then Thursday and Friday we lift and sprint as well.
Okay, we started the new weight room last school year. You weren't here, but we started it. Now with you here, the class is just exploding. You've got 30, 40 something in some of the classes, and it's just not enough room in the weight room.
Right.
So this room, some of you may know from back in the day when it was Northeast Junior High, it was a wrestling room. It's been a classroom. It's been a band practice room. Now it's going to be the new weight room. We've got the new flooring that we've done all across the district in locker rooms and weight rooms across the district. A beautiful floor. I've done the drywall. Mr. Martin and his crew and his contractors have done the drywall. We've got heat and air in here as well. The new windows from the COVID money as part of the junior high as well, because we're facing the north. The only thing we lack in here now is the baseboard, and the baseboard's coming today. And then we've got the huge task of moving all of the weight equipment into here, but it basically doubles our size.
Yes.
So tell us what that's going to mean.
So that's huge. Obviously, you guys will have seen, the weight room, how cramped it is in there. And when we can make it work, it's no problem. But just for safety and for flow and time management, when we get into a bigger space, kids can get in and out of here much quicker. It's much more safe, and it will just be a huge asset to. We have 50 minutes, really 40 if you include changing and changing back. So time is a huge factor, and this will allow it to be a much better process for us in terms of time management.
Well, I'm looking forward. I'm going to check back in with you maybe at Christmas, then get into the school year and see how much you've grown with the kids, how fast they've gotten. Also very excited in the spring, your third sport is going to be at Altus Elementary School, and we're going to do a leadership type class, just teach kids how to move correctly, run correctly. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So Foundations is what it's called, and I'll be at the elementary with that. And
your assistant.
I'm doing the same thing. Coach Gay will be helping me. I'm going to allow the kids to run, allow them to jump, allow them to move, and have a lot of fun doing it. They're going to get to jump. We have another kind of like our free lap, but it's a mat that when you jump on, it gives you your vertical immediately. And so they'll get to jump on that, see how high they're jumping. And then the next week, maybe they jump higher, and you should see their eyes light up when they PR, when they jump higher. And so it just creates that buy-in and just having a lot of fun while doing it.
I'm very excited, with the elementary level, we've added the little dribblers, which is a little segue into the 5th grade where we have started all of our sports. So this is just another step closer to helping those kids nutrition-wise, their academics, encouraging good academics and good attendance. And now we're going to, again, it's not for football, it's for all sports, and really it's just for life in general, having a healthy body and lifestyle. So thank you for your hard work. Very excited to see where this takes us. It's homecoming week here in Altus. We're very excited. Lots of fun activities going on. Hopefully you're involved. All the elementary schools, hopefully you'll get involved as well. And definitely on Friday, it's Bulldog Friday. We want everyone to dress up in their Bulldog blue, come out to the football game, support the band, the pom, the cheer, the football, everything about it. Then you see who our homecoming king and queen are. It's going to be a great night. good Friday night lights here in Altus Public Schools. And as always, may God continue to bless Altus Public Schools.